It is so close to 11 p.m. Let's do this. My name is Nightmare. Welcome back to the channel, and we are doing Jason the Toymaker today. And if I do say so myself, that was quite a smooth transition. Alrighty, we're starting with the face primer. Make sure that we get that all over the skin. Look at that happiness. It is just the second character in the day, and being very optimist. Going in with the concealer as well. This time we're not going all over the face, we're going into the high points underneath the eyes, as well as the lower jaw, and at the forehead and down the nose. Now this is all very calculated, as we really want to make sure it's a subtle chisel separation between, well, you can see I have round cheeks. We gotta make them a little sharper, more angular. Something I don't have very well right now. I don't really have it right now. Kinda had it for a period of time, and then the fluffiness ensued. So we're gonna fix that as the year goes by. But we're gonna go ahead and just spread that all over the high points of the face as well as the lower jaw, and then going in with the eyeliner just to start off the shape of the eyes. I started on the wrong eye. I had originally thought that this one was gonna have the extra detailing on the cheek. Miscalculation on my part, but that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and don't be afraid of making this line as thick as you would like. I would like to assume it's very much theater makeup that he is wearing, and it's meant to be seen from far away, especially with his luminescent eyes. He does have gold eyes normally, and then I believe when he's mad is when he has the bright green. Again, I don't use contact lenses, so we'll just go with the imagination. I just focus on the makeup aspect of all of it. And as you can see right there, I did point out that we'll do the next eye, as well as that was a nod to myself, like, hey, I did it on the wrong eye, let me just go ahead and do the other one. Another step that I kind of forgot and kind of got a little carried away with myself, and you will see realization happening in about 3, 2, 1. Yes? No? Almost? Kinda there? Ah, there it is! I forgot the foundation. And we're gonna have a kind of another oopsie in about 3, 2, 1. Yeah, just give me a timeout. Give me a tiny little break. It's been so long, and this was such an endeavor to achieve all these characters after gigantic hiatus of not working directly in front of a camera in such a long time. So using, of course, a tiny sponge rather than, I don't know, a beauty blender or a much bigger sponge. I'll take what I can get. We'll spread that all over the face as well as down the neck. We're gonna make that a little lighter, the neck area. You could go ahead, and you'll see in future step, you could go ahead and put white face paint as well. He has like this collar thing, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily remember if it's a separate costume piece or it's just extension of makeup. And with the HD translucent powder, we're going to go ahead and pat all of that down, as well as, again, down the neck as well. And in just a moment, once we have all that smoothed out, all of that blended in, and no longer sticky, as well as on the eyelid, as you can see, the eyeliner was wanting to become one with my crease, and we don't need that right now, not quite yet in this, maybe after this first look, but not the first look. When I go ahead and sketch out where all these extra design pieces are on this eye, which would be the left eye. If you're looking at this in front of the computer, it's gonna be, you know, mirroring, it would be the right eye, but in reality it's the left eye. And then if I have this calculated right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we have the Black Mayron Paradise face paint, and we're going to water activate that. We're going to use a thin lip liner or thin eyeliner brush. We're going to go in through all those details. You could go in with an actual liquid eyeliner. I just went with face paint because either way I will continue with my neck area with said face paint. If you don't have access to face paint, if you have a little bit of patience, eyeshadow does the trick. It will come out a little bit lighter, but it is an extra option, especially with this type of surface area you will need to cover. And if you are going to be wearing contact lenses, actually, before you start all of this cheek detailing, especially because it is water activated face paint, I would recommend to put the lenses on before these steps, especially if your eyes tend to water a bit after putting them on. If not, you would be ruining a lot of the progress and you would have to kind of start all over again, and we don't want that. I'm going ahead and sharpening that inner corner of the eyes. As well as singing to whatever song I have playing right there in the background. Moving on, we're going to start with the neck area. There I'm like, oh, I know this is going to be a mess to clean up after myself. Again, I would like to reiterate, I have multiple characters that I need to do that I've done on that day. However long it took me to put on said makeup, it took me about the same and a bit to take it all off. Not because it was difficult, but because of the boldness of the color as it was just freshly put on, as well as the amount of surface area that had to be painted. So I was practically taking small showers in between each character. My face did not feel, my face felt smoother than it ever did in its entire life. Just saying. Alright, so we're going to start with the middle. What is it called? I'm not quite sure. So he has 5 points, 1 in the middle, 2 on either side, and then right under the end of the jaw area, very close to the end right there. And this is where I kind of was mentioning earlier about the white paint. If you have darker skin, or you know what, just go ahead, just make this character your own. It's your own, you know, freedom of interpretation and such with makeup. I went with just going lighter on my makeup rather than taking out the white face paint, as I would soon be utilizing that one in the not next video but the following. And also I kind of like to give a, even though I go very pale with these characters, as they are, you know, they're CreepyPasta characters, they're not real, so you know, the creepy factor and such. I also do like to give them a little bit of realism, just as I gave Jeff bruises, you know, from being in a fight or lack of medical attention in the middle of nowhere, that, you know, running all the time and such. Jason gets more of a natural-ish, or as natural as you can possibly get with practically clown makeup. And I am still like, I don't think I've ever gone out of my way and found out if it was really like a separate collar piece, because he does then have all the feathers and the ruffle for the shirt. I don't know. Like, now that I think about it, I've never really thought beyond the makeup aspect for him, which is really bizarre, as I sew in my free time and I like to investigate how costumes are created. Going in there with a makeup wipe and, of course, having a little singing montage to myself. Well, in the meantime, while I am, just going ahead and cleaning up those areas, at this point, I'm honestly going fairly quickly with these steps. I really am trying to go through all the boredom of each step while still kind of, showing you the whole process. Going in with my eyebrows as well, making them much darker, as he has very expressive, thin black eyebrows. I had gone ahead today and already started editing for the next 2 videos. So at least those 2 should be coming out at a much more reasonable hour in the afternoon, not so late at night. Of course, there's another... still getting used to the fact that I have to remember to, I don't know, lift my head up a bit more. The camera is much higher. Yeah. Alrighty, so there we go. That's, again, his makeup is also very simple, and we go ahead with the wig. And also, this wig is the original wig that I used during the first time around. This shirt is actually not the same one. I kind of got rid of that one, and of course it's kind of the only character I went ahead and put something extra on for. I did give away Jeff's white hoodie that I used in the original photos, and I never had gotten any of the hoodies for most of the characters. They all seem to end up really loving having hoodies. It is kind of, I don't know, something easy that they can just snatch from a supermarket or just have in their closets originally. So I don't personally have that many hoodies. I only have maybe one. And we're going ahead with the second version of Jason the Toymaker, which is when he is angry. And we're going ahead and we're doing kind of the Chelsea smile that we did with Jeff, but this time it's going to be in black. And actually, Jason doesn't have it that long. He actually just has more of a typical small extending corners, but again, this is how I have done it previously and how I already normally don't smile that much when it comes to photos, so I guess this is more like just me mocking myself, like I should be smiling a bit more, but a lot of the characters I do don't smile, so it's kind of forcing a smile upon. It's very Joker-esque now that I think about it and say it out loud and hear myself saying it. I just have a little bit more fun. You can go a little, more closer to the lips. I just go ahead and extend it to my cheeks. I have so much surface area that I just extend all the way. I also smudge a little bit here and there. I know I had a reason as to why I do that, but I can't remember why. And then of course the crack that he has on that second eye, I do extend it further than what his character design has shown, or at least that I have up on my laptop. And I give him a couple of extra ones, just for the heck of, more dramatics. I don't know. almost done, almost done. So we are gonna also smudge a bit more the eyeliner with a bit of black eyeshadow. He does seem to have a bit more, I mean, you don't have to go with black, you can go with gray. I had just gone ahead with black and did it very lightly. He has like a little bit of extra, as well as go over all the black areas like under the eyes, the lips. If you have, again, a bigger eyeshadow brush, I recommend doing the neck area as well, especially if you're going to be walking out. It's the best way to seal the makeup as well as strengthen the color and the boldness. I always try when I use black face paint to put eyeshadow on top of it because it really mattes it as well as hides away all the actual skin color that can show through. See, right there, smudging it a little bit more. Yeah, there was my semi attempt to do it also on my neck, but as we recall, I'll be taking all of this off in just a minute, so not much needing of fully sealing other than for showing purposes. And we're done. I kind of wish I did have a hat for him, and of course, singing montage. I don't recall what song this one was. I think it was towards the end, because you're gonna see in a bit. I really go a little all out, but it's a good way of ending the video, I think. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments below. Just a reminder, my shop will be having a 15% off sale starting on Sunday the 24th and ending the 1st of November for celebrating the final week of October and / Halloween.